You know, as a huge sports fanatic, it's always surprising for me to see unique pieces of sports memorabilia. We recently had a World Series ring from the 1968 Tigers that came into pawn. One of the best things about being a pawnbroker is you never know what's going to be coming through the door next.
People are always surprised to find out how regulated pawn shops are. Pawnbrokers work hand in hand with local law enforcement to make sure that we are compliant with federal, state, and local regulations. The National Pawnbrokers Association reports that on average, less than 0.1% of all items pawned are ever reported as stolen.
The pawn process is simple. Customers pledge their property as collateral. In return, pawnbrokers lend them money. When customers pay back their loan, their merchandise is then returned to them. Pawn loans are made on everything, from jewelry to electronics. If the customer chooses not to redeem their collateral and pay off the loan, this has no effect on the customer's credit history. These items are then sold at a deeply discounted price to our customers.
Pawnbrokers offer the consumer a quick and convenient way to borrow money. Short-term cash needs can be met with no credit check or legal consequence if the loan is not repaid. Unlike a traditional bank, pawn imposes the discipline on the borrower. Pawn loans don't allow people to overextend their credit or go into bankruptcy. No other financial service would be able to fill the void left by the disappearance of the pawn industry.
On average, about 85% of all pawn loans are repaid. Like a lot of small businesses, repeat customers make up a majority of our business. It's really important to a pawnbroker that they establish strong relationships with their customers who often borrow against the same items over and over. Like most pawnbrokers, we have customers who we've known for years.
There are as many as 28 million Americans today who don't have a bank account. Another 44 million just don't use banks. These are typically people with regular jobs and lifestyles who find themselves in need of short-term cash because of pressing bills and unforeseen financial issues. With a reported 50% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, pawn shops offer a safe, convenient, regulated lending choice.
A typical pawn is for 30 days with a 30-day grace period. When you consider all the operational expenses that the pawnbroker has, such as staffing, storage, insurance, and security, the rates are very fair.
There's so many things I love about being a pawnbroker. I love the thrill of not knowing what's going to walk through the front door. I love the retail side about being a pawnbroker, the latest trends and fashions, and I love selling to my customers. I also love taking things in a pawn and helping my customers get through their day.
You know, I absolutely love what I do. The unpredictability is the best part of my job. Whether you're negotiating for a $5 DVD player at one moment or a $125,000 diamond bracelet the next, expect the unexpected.
I love negotiating. It's the backbone of being a pawnbroker. I enjoy coming to work just for the thrill of negotiating.